The moment that I decided to be a voice for change, it wasn't necessarily something that I set out to do specifically. I feel like the charge chose me. I was labeled a statistic before birth. I was born to a single mother. I was born African American, and I was born female. So society's expectations in regards to pathways to prosperities were limited to me. I was raised by a group of strong women that encouraged self-awareness, a strong sense of educational foundation, as well as cultural heritage. So me not walking in my truth has never been an option for me. The time I experienced racism actually was early on in my childhood. In elementary school, I was a competitive swimmer growing up with the Fort Bragg Aqua Dragons, and a fellow teammate called me an ugly black N-word. And we had an exchange of words. Another minority swim teammate of mine asked me, and her mother asked if I was okay after practice. And I said that I was okay. On my way home with my mother, I explained to her what took place. We talked about what happened. We also discussed how I felt about it, but most importantly, we talked about what I knew to be true. My mother was an elementary school guidance counselor, so she instilled in me a strong sense of self-esteem early on. So looking at what society's expectations were of me, or dictating what they thought what and who I should be, wasn't a determination for me. So experiencing that early on, even now throughout my work in the arts, I've learned to be a strong person. We're here today in the North Carolina Legislative Building in front of a beautiful piece of artwork entitled North Carolina Belongs to Children by the late artist James Biggers of Gastonia, North Carolina. It depicts aspects of culture, history, several state symbols throughout the mural, as well as many images of its people and industry contributions. What gives me hope for the future? I'm hoping that people will use their influence in not simply being in a state of allyship and in moving beyond that to a course of an accomplice, and using their power and their privilege to change the status quo. So it's in true equity work, we can't be good people or simply neutral people. We have to be intentional people. So it's my intention in the work that I do within arts and culture to change the status quo in regards to public policy and using a sense of artivism in the written word.